See, it says recording in progress right off the bat.
Okay, well, I don't see it though. I'm on something
Wait a
different.
minute. Wait. Yeah, I've got gallery
Oh,
on.
wait a minute, wait. Hold on. I mean, I need to push a button.
There you go. Okay, now wait a minute.
With an 8 wheel.
You know what, Lisa? I messed up. Hi, welcome to the Heretic Hour. And today's program is the Heretic Hour and the Mystical Traveler. Halloween special 2022. I'd like to introduce Miss Lisa, Mystical Traveler, and incredible psychic artist. Miss Lisa.
Hi there. Hello, everybody.
Thanks.
Welcome.
We're glad you're here. And please, if you like the content, if you like the program, hit the thumbs up under the screen and leave a comment and subscribe if you like. Check out the Mystical Traveler. Uh, she does all kinds, Lisa does all kinds of psychic artist drawing, and she is an acclaimed artist right out of the Julian art, the high mucky, the really big, good school. So, and
Art and
others
design.
too.
Juilliard's where the musicians and the actors go. I went to art and design. Thank you,
There you
though.
go. There you go. Yeah, very cool. So she's great. She's wonderful. So please check her out.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Loretta.
You're welcome. Okay, you're gonna enlighten us about paganism, right? And where Halloween came
Sure, a
from.
little bit.
Okay.
I actually practiced. I I worship nature. In my introduction video, I've been involved in all different religions. I'm also very much attuned to like the Indian lore from India and some Native American stuff as well. But worshiping nature is very pagan. To me, that's not as much religion as it is science that we've forgotten.
Yeah.
That's my personal perception on that. But I'll just read a little bit. This is Scott Cunningham's book, Wicca for a Guide for Solitary Practitioners.
Oh, good.
And I'm not sure I know how to pronounce it correct. Sa 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 when sa
Samhain.
when.
Samhain. Yes.
So the lore is it is traditional on Samhain night to leave a plate of food outside the home for the souls of the dead. A candle placed in the window guides them to the land of eternal summer, and burying apples in the hard packed earth feeds the past ones on their journey. For food, beets, turnips, apple, corn, nuts, gingerbread, cider, mulled wines, and pumpkin dishes are appropriate. As are meat dishes, once again, if you're not vegetarian. If you are, tofu seems totally correct. And there's a whole, they do rituals, placing apples on the altar, pomegranates or pumpkins. They recite blessings and chants. And basically, they say the veil is thinner on as we come into this time. And this is the end of the year for actual Wiccans.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Mabon was you bring in your harvest and you celebrate all the fruit of the earth. And for those of us who live in this modern society, for me, it was like I gave thanks for everything I have,
Mm-hmm.
a warm home and,
Yeah.
my family and all the clothes and stuff. There's so much.
Much like our Thanksgiving Day.
Right.
Sounds
And
like.
then, and then this is like getting ready for that cold time. And, we thank our ancestors for bringing us forth into the earth and everything. And I made the little charms because as this year progresses, I actually get spirits will come to me and I see like parts of legs or part of a face or a hand will reach out, or a shade or a shadow. So,
Mm.
at this time, I only want my family members in. So I made the door charms, and I
Mm.
have that on my channel. Um,
Um, I,
and it actually has helped.
uh,
However, when I connected with that, I connected with somebody's spirit guide, and when you open certain channels and you ask your gatekeeper to allow this person in, they were in, and I was quite connected to that person for a very long time. It was kind of interesting. So the door charms seem to actually have worked. I haven't had a lot of, bumps and bangs and little
yeah.
shades and stuff.
Yeah,
So
I watched your video on making those charms. That was really neat, and it wasn't complicated either.
no,
Yeah.
I actually grew the rue. I grew the rue. I grow lavender. I in the Italian witchcraft book, which Italian witchcraft by
Uh-huh.
Raven Gramisi.
Uh-huh.
What my lavender plant, I actually turned into a familiar.
You
I
you
did the
turned it
ritual
in.
as they said.
Did you say you turned it into a familiar?
Correct.
It's what does that mean?
Well, here once again, well, my and this is one of the things. So you take a plant. Well, we all have rocks that we like, right? You collect rocks and you have them, and they become part of your little. It's amazing. I think rocks have more power than we know.
Yeah.
So in this ritual, you plant the plant and you put the rocks around. You put your hands on the dirt and you kind of commune and connect with it. And
Oh,
I'll never forget, it okay, so when your mind's eye is open, like right here, like that's
yeah.
where I see. When I do those drawings where I see stuff, I see it right here. And
Okay.
it showed me when it made its first blossom. And
Oh,
I went out to the plant, and there it was, the actual blossom. So we
wow.
were like telepathically connecting.
Uh-huh.
So the young man, there's a house up there. When he was mowing, he was walking in and out. It actually let me know there was somebody walking in and out.
Wow.
Um, I haven't been out there to recharge for a while, so I've kind of lost the connection. But that's what makes me think that experience is what makes me feel that what people call witchcraft is not actually witchcraft. It's technology. We are
Old.
connected to this earth, magnetic, and and it's all coming out in science now. How it's
Mhm.
everything is one. The all is one. The whole Ra thing. I listen to that, and I think if we if from what I understand, that the Pope and the Vatican has a lot of this knowledge kept under lock and key.
They have everything.
I think there's so much
Mhm.
that we wouldn't need electric companies, and we wouldn't need telephones, and we probably wouldn't even need cars,
Yeah.
or petroleum products.
Hmm.
um, that the nature, just the nature, and our whole, we're made of water. Water is like the blood of the earth, and you
Yeah.
know, there's so
Well,
much power and stuff like nature that we don't even know about.
well, we have electricity running through our body,
Hmm.
and the Earth has what's called ley lines
Hmm.
all over the planet. It's a grid. It's a diamond-shaped grid that connects all over the planet. And these um, old ruins and artifacts, Michu Picchu, is that how we say it? They're
Hmm.
sitting on one of the
Layla, power
yeah,
sources.
but they're on one of the big ones, like the pyramids are in Egypt. That's a big, powerful power grid that they're sitting on right there in nature. So yeah, there's much that we've lost. you know.
Agreed.
And yeah, and I wonder because I have heard stories told, and read a lot, and it seems that, our DNA, like we were talking, our junk DNA, you know, it's not junk, it's been turned off. And that's
Or
where,
we just don't know how to turn it on,
well,
you
that's
know.
it. We
Yeah.
haven't, we're some are getting back into it, some have accidentally uh tapped into it. There's all kinds of beautiful, magical things that have happened. Like one of the Dalai Lama people, one of the big ones, I'm not good with names, but anyway, he did one of these rainbow things where he just, you know, he 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 left the planet. I mean, he just evaporated and went to the left, closed everything down, and he was gone. There's all kinds of incredible magic available on the planet, and yeah. So if we can ever get our brain cells active enough, and that, just astral travel, I think is like a part of a magical experience too that some people can tap into.
Well, traveling in interdimensionally is not that difficult. It's also not that, easy.
Now
I
you've
don't
done
know.
this, right?
Hmm.
Oh,
Um,
please share.
well, well, I don't do it consciously. Like, okay, one time I'm in the car with my son, right? We're
Mm.
talking, and then I say something to him like I'm responding to a conversation we're having,
Uh-huh.
and he goes, "Mom, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about?" It's like, so I was on both in the car at going through two experiences with my son, same thing,
Oh,
and
you're doing this while you're driving. So
yeah.
you just kind
And
of
sometimes if I'll be when I do art, because you kind of art is like you're channeling,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Sometimes it's like I blink and open my eyes, and it's like I feel like I just came back.
Wow.
So I go somewhere and then I come back,
Yeah.
and then there's the whole aspect that you and I share and talk about. After I channeled the Animangus person, which I was like stunned. Animangus, okay, and so I googled it, right? And the only thing that comes up is Harry Potter stuff, and I said, wait a minute, how could this be? How could this be? But he said, this is who I am. This is what I did. I could do this. So maybe at that time in history, that was not an unusual thing for
Now
people to
you're
be
talking
able to
about,
transform.
yeah, you're
Yeah,
talking about shape shifting, right?
correct. When I
Yeah.
channeled that individual, it
Yeah.
seemed like that was a normal thing. And,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, and I would see that, okay, if I could turn into Black Panther or
Uh-huh.
Cheetah, because I would be more of a cat person,
Uh-huh.
um, you know, there had to be laws and regulations about doing that, right? This is stuff we don't
Well,
even know about, right?
yeah.
And people would
Yeah.
go, these two old ladies are crazy, right? But
Yeah.
this guy
Or
said that's what
well,
he did.
well, maybe he didn't share it didn't from your story about him. It sounded like the neighbors didn't know that he could shape shift.
But
So
they found out.
yeah, but yeah, well, yeah, and the result
Yeah.
was not good. But maybe that, like today, is why people have kept this secret and under wraps and undercover, hidden, hidden
Well,
knowledge.
just the other day, it made me think about, okay, so I watched shows like Missing 411 and
Oh yeah, I love that
um,
stuff.
the Mothman
Yeah,
and
seen
the Werewolf of Bray Road.
that.
Maybe that's somebody who was able to transform and couldn't figure out how to get back.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
exactly. Yeah,
we don't know. You
Yeah.
know, they come up with maybe this is an alien, and they come in and out of reality, but maybe
Mhm.
they're stuck. Maybe they're stuck in the form, but maybe they're not stuck in the form. Maybe it's
Yeah.
one of the neighbors in that neighborhood.
Should we draw cards or something about the ability for our ancestors to shape shift? If that was,
Oh, that could
yeah,
be fun.
what do you think
Cards,
about
or you
that?
want to do rods? You
Huh?
want to do the pendulum or rods, or you want to do cards?
Um, well, let's see. Well, how would we form the question? I mean, are we going to go yes or no, or
But here, let me just say, you mind? Do you mind?
no? I don't mind. Go ahead.
Okay.
And
Okay, rods. Can we talk tonight, please? Can I ask some questions? All right, thank you, Spirit. In the past, in the ancient past, were our ancestors able to shapeshift into animal forms? Like, I got a positive yes on this. Like, they're not even swaying to no.
okay, let me
So
see.
why don't you ask that question of your pendulum?
Yeah, spirit. During ancient times, were our ancestors, some of them, did they have the ability to shapeshift into skinwalkers, as the Native Americans of America have reported on? Was that a natural ability for our ancient ancestors to do that? That's a yes. I got a yes. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Isn't that something?
It is. It is something.
Yeah.
That makes me want to figure out how to turn into a kitty cat.
Yeah. Well, there's all kinds of books about the power of the mind and all that, and the and quantum physics. That's nothing but pure magic, you know.
You know what? It's interesting. After I had that channeling
Uh-huh.
experience, which it's really interesting that individual, um, they were disfigured,
Yeah.
and he was kind of reticent to show me his actual disfigured self. So in order to do the drawing, I connect he they put in my head a person that I know. It actually was a female person,
Uh-huh.
and said, use this face. And then, I get use the cheekbones, the nose, and the chin. And that's how I came up with his actual face.
Yeah.
And then I get to it's kind of like they draw the drawing. I don't really draw the drawing. I'm just the
That's
tool.
that's incredible. That is
But
just
that night after the channeling, it's really interesting. I don't know how to explain this, and I haven't really told you about this.
oh.
I felt like I was in a circular conveyance, like an elevator or a tube,
Oh.
and there
Oh.
maybe like you would see on a craft with things. I should draw it. I actually should draw it, but it
Yeah,
was
you
like I
should.
was in something and
Mm-hmm.
I woke up. And
Wow.
I didn't see anything other than being in something. And I don't know if like my
Yeah.
memory was wiped or,
Yeah. And we
but
should share with the viewers also that you did a video. You put out a video about the spirit drawing that you did,
oh yeah,
and
yeah.
the connection and the story and all that.
Yeah, that's on my channel. It says channeled and animingus.
Yeah.
Because I was like, really? And then the only thing there is on the internet is the Harry Potter stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought that was interesting. But
It
that
is
word
interesting.
animingus came up
Uh-huh.
in the channeling because I guess that's the way we relate to it. So spirit actually relates to us how we relate to things now.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you read, for me personally, when I read these kind of books, it's like use your own words, think your own thoughts, use your own words. These are just like to give you an idea. You don't have to say the words exactly. And
yeah. Well, yeah, because it's all about intent. It's all about intention, right?
Well, intention and spirit kind of modernizes with us just like we do,
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, but I
Like
mean,
if they knew Harry Potter, I'm sure they've watched the movie.
oh yeah, yeah, because they know all, they see what we see, they feel what we feel,
Feel.
they know our thoughts, they know our words, everything, nothing's hidden from spirit. Yeah. So that's really cool. So you got any other questions you think we should ask?
Um, well, uh, it, I guess we could ask a question. Does the veil between the ancestors and does the veil between spirit and our dimension actually thin?
That's a good question.
I need to see my rods a little better. They're saying this is like a yes, even though I'm moving around. They're saying yes, it does actually thin.
Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, I'm getting a yes.
You got a yes too?
I got a yes. Yeah.
And here, I got another question. Do our ancestors actually come to visit us at this time?
Spirit, do our ancestors
I gotta know.
visit us at this time? I got a yes.
Well, I guess my ancestors aren't coming.
Thank you, Spirit.
Yeah, thank you, Spirit. Okay,
Yeah.
and then my other question is the other side just another dimension?
You mean on the other side of the veil?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a yes on that one.
On the other side of the veil? Is that just another dimension? Is it just another dimension on the other side of the veil? Spirit says yes.
I got a yes on that one.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm not getting any ancestors. Maybe them charms work too well.
All right. Well,
I'm still gonna put food out.
That's good. Yeah. Well, the charm wouldn't keep away your loved ones, though, right?
Shouldn't.
Yeah.
But maybe they're off doing other things. And that's one of my I have issues with calling back your ancestors because really, if they were not progressed people, like if they're not awakened, they need to move on and, maybe be born again into another body and stuff like that. So I don't really call on. They say my mom's around, and I've heard my mom and my father's father, one of my grandfathers, is around. I think Rosario, my grandmother, I've felt her presence on occasion, but I don't think they hang around me a lot because I have the spirit guides. I have my spirit guides. And some of my spirit guides, we actually really, really talk, and I'm related. We're related.
Yeah. Well, they're part of your spirit family.
So, they're here all the time, so I don't know that they're going to come. Other ancestors are going to come and visit. But I do like Oberon. Lord Oberon is one of my spirit guides. I do quite frequently put treats and goodies out, actually every night for the Fae.
Do you really? That's so sweet. Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, they will take stuff and knot my chains, do stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. I've been talking to Hector more recently.
Yeah.
He's the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
And after that experience I had with the Animagus, so I've, when you go to sleep at night, I don't know if you get this, you see lots of faces in your head.
I had that happen once, but what brought that on is I've got a neighbor and a friend that's 10, she's 10 years older than me, and I'm going to be 68 here next month. But we live in this senior community center, and I call her Pepe Le Pew. You know, that's my code name for her, Pepe Le Pew. She sees dead people, and I mean hundreds and hundreds of the Walking Dead out. They're out on the grounds, but she had hundreds in her apartment.
Oh my.
And she has seen dead people since she was a very little girl, very little girl. She's always seen dead people. So she was pretty shut down about things. And she had confided one time, and that turned out to be a problem for her. And then, you know, we haven't known each other, but, you know, less, I don't know, 6 months maybe. And but she chose to confide in me. And so I reached out to well, first I went to Linda G's to watch her, because she had done a video about getting spirits out, you know, clearing your place. So, and I knew the basics of it, but I went and I wrote down her thing, you know, just for regular everyday stuff. You know, we're talking 1, 2 spirits type thing. Well, I was dealing with hundreds of them, hundreds. So, and I knew Susan Lynn was tapped into her spirit guides, her team she's got. So I shot her off an email, and I told her what my neighbor was dealing with, and asked her to ask her spirits to, you know, kind of give me the dialogue, what I need to recite in order to remove them all. And so she did. She was kind enough to do that. And so I wrote up, I put it all on paper, and I went over to her place, and, you know, I burned sage, I spread salt, I, you know, did the usual banishing thing. And then you move on to by the blood of Jesus Christ, and they've got to go. And then I topped that off with 4 paragraphs, talking to Archangel Michael, asking him to come in and swoop them up and take them all home, you know. And that woman, Pepe Le Pew, she glowed for like 5 days.
Really?
Yeah, she just hadn't been resting. I mean, how can you rest when you can see that every day and every night? It was not good. So anyway, yeah, she beamed for about 5 days, just kind of radiated, you know, you could see the light coming off of her.
Nice.
And she's also the first person that I've ever known that told me that she could see my aura.
Oh, really?
And I have a white aura.
Oh.
And one day it radiated some red, you know, on top of that. And I've looked it up, and it's cool. So anyway, yeah, the Walking Dead, and they're thick through here. And but I can't send them all home, I've been told. You know.
Yeah, no.
I can't clear the planet.
You can't clear everything.
Earthbound souls. So, but the really trippy thing is when I did that, I felt really good, and then I was thinking about it, and I thought, okay, returning earthbound spirits home. Okay, that's what I did. A whole bunch of them. Archangel Michael took them home. And Spirit led me to put in the acronym RESH into the Google, you know, and I want to share with you. I got it here. And I asked
your owl. I love your owl on your shirt. That's very nice.
You. Yeah, I didn't have anything else. And I thought, well, this is fitting. Halloween, owls are good.
The wisdom.
Yeah. But RESH, the acronym, the definition of resh and it doesn't say it's an acronym, just Resh. It means it is the 20th letter of the Hebrew alphabet, type of alphabet character. Letter of the alphabet, the conventional characters of the alphabet used to represent speech. Resh is 20th letter of the Semitic or Semitic. It's the 20th letter of the Semitic abjads, Abjads, including phonetic Resh, Hebrew Resh, Aramaic Resh, Syriac Resh, and Arabic Ra. Its sound value is one of a number of rhotic consonants, usually or, but also or in Hebrew and North Mesopotamian Arabic. And it's mentioned in Psalms 119 in the Bible. And the definition of it is head. It relates to the Hebrew word Rosh, which means head, but can also mean leader or ruler. Rosh can also represent origin, beginning, or first, like in Rosh Hashanah, the Jewish New Year festival, or in the Old Testament, verses that talk about the fear of the Lord as the beginning of wisdom. So, but anyway, I was blown away that Resh all goes back to Mesopotamian era. It goes back to the beginning, the very beginning. So anyway, I thought that was really cool. But that was 26th of August that I did that little thing now.
Have you ever read any of Sylvia Browne's stuff?
Oh, yes.
She's got a book about angels.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mostly the book is about people's experience with angels.
Yeah.
But she does go through the classification of angels. And when I feel like there's any really dark entities or anything like that, she says there's these angels called carry-on angels. And I call on them, please take this darkness away. And it does. It actually does work. I mean, and if you feel like you're under psychic attack or even electronic attack, you hey, angels, can you take this and make it stop and send? I always ask to send it back to whoever's
to where it came from.
And within like maybe 5-6 seconds, there it is. It stops any kind of vibrations or that kind of stuff. And angels definitely work. They're there.
They take care of us.
I tell my kids this all the time.
Yeah, all you gotta do is ask.
Ask.
You need them, and they'll be there. They'll fix it, whatever it is.
Yeah,
that's really cool. Yeah. So anyway, we're gonna have to pull some cards now.
Okay.
So what should we pull cards on? I know. Maybe I should have been better prepared. I wasn't. Let's see what we're gonna get here. Halloween.
I'm going to lay my cards out and then ask the rods to pick a deck.
Okay.
That's how I've been doing it now.
I know. Well, let's see if maybe I should try that too. Well, I've only got 2 of them here. So some spirit picks.
I got more cards than I got space.
I know what you mean. Spirit.
Oops, sorry.
Should I use the Tarot of the 78 Doors for our Halloween special? Tarot of the 78 Doors?
I need to get that deck. I like that.
I do too.
Okay, Rod. Just for tonight.
Spirit?
Show me which deck I should
use. Should I use the Cosmic Tarot? Shall I use the Cosmic Tarot? No. Spirit, do I need to let you know what my question's going to be so we can decide on a deck? Do you need to hear the question? Okay, Spirit needs to hear the question for me before I can pick.
Okay. Is there any other deck I should use? Okay. Wow, you guys. Oberon's here, I think. And we're good. Okay. What? Is there any others? No. Thank you. All right, I got my directive.
Okay. What if we do a question like, and you help me with this. Being it's Halloween, if we ask Spirit for the greater good, what information is important for the collective to know during Hallows Eve? Would
Okay.
that, and I usually, yeah, we'll just start pulling one card at a time and see where that goes. Is that good? Hey,
Sure.
Spirit?
I just said, in my mind, so it was like, what advice should we give for?
Yeah.
And these were the this is the decks. Oops,
Which one you got there?
that spirit.
Oh, I like that. You got the Celtic tree oracle. All right. Those are
And
beautiful.
fairies. So
And the fairy, we
this
like
is what
those.
they pointed to.
We support for the collective to know. I'm Callow is. Okay. With that question, Spirit. With that question, is said mute door. Yeah. Would that be okay? Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Okay. After I give him the question, I got my card there. It will be the Tarot of the 78 Doors. Okay. Okay. Here we go, Spirit.
I have a question for you. Can you hear one of the kid in one of the neighbors? Can you hear that kid in the background?
No.
No? Okay,
No,
good.
I don't hear anything. Okay. Very good. What information is important for the collective to know on powers for the greater good? What information is important for the collective to know on powers evil?
Are those cards? Do you want both those cards? Spirit? Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Well, at the bottom of this deck is the Two of Pentacles. Yeah.
Balance, balance.
Mm-hmm. Balance, balance. Okay. You want me to go first? I should.
Yeah.
I don't have a.
That's the right card. You want another card of the fairies?
Okay. Oh, okay. I got the Ace of Wands.
Yay!
Now look at this guy. He's like, this is really fitting for Halloween. He's all up on the
It is.
door, all spooky-fied, but it's an ace. He's just beginning his fun. Pretty cool, huh? And the
Yeah.
wands, the wands are spirituality and consciousness. So yeah, have fun. Yeah. All right.
That good. That card, right? Should I pick any more? I guess they got a message. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. What do you got? What message you got?
Well, they want me to pick another card.
Oh. So are they approving each card that you draw? Is that what they're doing?
Yeah, just making sure if I'm picking enough card, because are we good? Okay, they say we're good.
All right. All right. Let's
You
have
go.
it.
You finish your. I'm sorry to interrupt, but you go ahead and do yours first, and then
Oh,
I'll
I was
try.
just pulling the one card to see, oh yeah, it was for Hallows Eve. It's the beginning of having fun. At the door, and the next card up, we've got strength at the door. So you'll be fine. The next one, oh, we've got the Knave of Swords. So I think this is a warning to be careful of what's creeping around in the night, because we've got this dude here. He's watching the old man there going in the door. So you got some kind of stalker or somebody creeping around watching. So
I have that all.
careful of that. Well, for trick-or-treaters, they need to be careful of that.
Yeah,
But
good advice.
but you got the strength card showing up. So, just
Yeah,
be aware, be conscious.
call on your angels.
That's right. Call on your angels. Yeah. And followed by that, I got the moon card. And that's a pregnant woman walking the beach in the moonlight. So it's illuminating new birth.
Illuminating a new birth, yeah.
Yeah.
And the lizard has a symbolism, but I can't think of it off the top of my head.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know the symbolism on the lizard yet. But
Yeah.
yeah, I thought that was cool. Okay, you go.
You sure? You done?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I pulled the Celtic tree cards first.
All right.
Yeah. Interesting. So the willow.
A weeping willow?
It says Sally Willow. Sally Willow?
Mm.
And I got the book here. So that's number 4.
Okay. Oh yeah, I am.
Keywords. The feminine principle. Cooperation, fertility, intuition, the moon, and her cycles. Water, emotion, creativity, community. When you draw a willow, you can expect a meeting with the mysteries, the power of enchantment, magic, and the moon. And you drew the moon.
Yeah.
Boy,
Yeah.
is that confirmation.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can expect to have a psychic or an intuitive encounter.
Ooh.
Dreams and synchronicities are important.
All right.
Pay attention to your own intuition, meditation, and contemplation. Time is important. Make some personal time for quiet reflection. Ask yourself where you are in the cycle of things. If you are wondering about a creative endeavor, you can expect a visitation from the muse.
My.
It says here you might feel moodier than usual.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
They say tears are healing. They release pent up feelings.
That's true. That's true. They're very healing. Spirit, can I pull an oracle card
Willow encourages you to
from
do
Alice
something
in
creative.
Wonderland?
Yeah.
Nice.
And then the next one was
What's that
Fern
one?
Alder.
What is it?
It says Fern Alder.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Keywords: prophecy and divination, strength in a dispute or battle, spiritual protection, balance between masculine and feminine energies. Alder is especially connected to prophecy. Alder reminds you of your bird and animal totems as well as your guardian spirits
All right.
and allies, and asks you to listen to their messages. When this tree appears in a reading, reconnect to your own ancestors or spiritual lineage for guidance. Be alert to synchronicities in your daily life. Look to your dreams and record their wisdom. That's the second of the dream thing. So I'm thinking
Right.
that's important. All right, now the fairies didn't, my rods wanted me to pick more than one. So I hope
Okay.
you don't mind, Loretta.
No, it's okay. I'm going to do the Alice in Wonderland oracle afterwards. Just pull a
Okay,
few
well,
from
this
there.
is interesting.
What do you got?
So we got be honest with yourself,
Yeah.
sexuality,
Mm.
and detoxification.
Oh, yeah. That's important.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be talking to me, are you?
Do you want me to read the book meanings of those, or just leave it at
Yeah,
that?
go ahead. You can do, yeah, no. Put the meanings behind it, you know? So, you know, everybody and our viewers can enjoy it.
Well, be honest with yourself. This card indicates that you are hiding your true feelings and aren't being forthright about an important topic. The fairies urge you to admit your true feelings to yourself. Do you feel stuck, depressed, tired, angry, or irritable? These are symptoms that arise when we're dishonest with ourselves. Maybe you feel that you can't afford to be honest with yourself and that you don't have a choice. This card isn't asking you to make any radical life changes or have a confrontation with another person. However, it is urging you to admit your true feelings to yourself. One easy way to get in touch with your true feelings is by going outside and engaging in a silent conversation with the fairies who live amidst the flowers, trees, and grass. Even if you can't yet see or hear the fairies, mentally tell them everything that you're thinking, feel, and experience. Ask them to help you get in touch with your deepest feelings. The fairies love to hold a mirror up to us so that we can see and admit the truth. Affirmation. It's safe for me to be honest with myself and others. I speak my truth with love. And then sexuality. I know that lately people are bringing up sex magic on some of the people that I listen to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've heard that a lot. And there really is power in that. And you don't really have to have a partner to do it.
No, you don't.
Your sexual self needs some attention. By drawing this card, you are urged to be honest with yourself about your sexuality and to take appropriate steps. Sexuality is an important part of life, not just to our physical self, but also our emotional and spiritual selves. The fairy realm understands the unique joy that comes from sexual experiences. They know about the divine light that is created when you merge with a beloved partner. They understand the release that sexuality brings about. By drawing this card, you are being guided to heal any sexual issues that may have arisen from negative experiences. If you were ever sexually abused, this card may signal a call for help from your inner self. You may be directed to seek professional counseling or a support group to overcome negative sexual or body image issues, or to heal a sexually unsatisfying relationship. The fairies will guide you to the appropriate resources so that you can be truly free to experience the dynamic aspect of your sexuality. Affirmation. My sexual self is attractive, healthy, and able to experience great pleasure. And then detoxification, which I need to detox my home.
Well, somebody needs to hear this because it's a really important message.
Yeah, evidently. Detoxification. You are being guided to clean your body, environment, mind, and heart of toxins. God and the fairies will help you with this endeavor. It's time to let go of toxins within and around you. This card validates your inner guidance that has been telling you to let go of harmful habits, go outside in nature and call upon the fairies to surround you. Ask God and the fairies to help you release toxins from your mind, body, and heart. Ask them to help you release your cravings for harmful habits. You'll soon find yourself naturally desiring organic, fresh food and produce. You'll be guided to read ingredient labels on your foods and toiletry items, and you'll only want to use natural products. You'll be guided away from environmental toxins, and most important, your thoughts and emotions will veer away from judgment and fear and will become love-based instead. Affirmation. I take excellent care of my body and I crave only healthful foods and beverages.
Yeah, that's a really good message.
Right? And I drank a Coca-Cola today.
Yeah, I drink coffee like a fiend. So, yeah. You know, the fairies to me they remind me of, and I say this in the most loving way, ornery little people.
Say that again.
They remind me of ornery little people, you know.
Little people.
Yeah, they like to have fun, but they do it like in an ornery way, you know, kind of teasing, and I don't know.
Well, on my first introduction video, I had, you know, I painted that painting of Lord Oberon.
Yeah, I see.
And I wear necklaces, right? So if I take these off and lay them down, the chains would get knotted every time. Like it had a, you know, if you lay it down nice, how does it get knotted if it's just on a flat surface not moving?
Yeah.
It wasn't until I looked at the picture and said, oh, I get it. I'm bound to you. I am bound to you.
Okay.
As soon as I said that and acknowledged it, my chains don't knot anymore.
Wow, that's incredible.
So they're there and they do stuff and they play with you. You know, they'll mess with you a little bit.
They do mess with you. I was out on my front stoop and with my dog JD, and standing there, and I see his head. It starts going like this, and he's looking at. I've got a rhododendron bush. It looks like a small tree, and there's a corner behind it. It's a brick outside, you know, brick wall. But he's over there. His head's jerking like this. He's watching fairies. I can't see him, but he sure can, and he's just watching them just going all over the place. So
my cats do that. They'll sit there and, you know, and I'm looking. There's nothing there, nothing that I see. Yeah. But sometimes I do see the little balls of light and little balls of sometimes shadows, sometimes light.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Scoots by.
Yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. So where are you at now?
I'm done.
Oh, all right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna pull
turn.
One. Okay. Alice in Wonderland. Okay. Spirit, for the greater good of the collective, what important information do you want to share for Halloween, Hallows Eve, on Hallows Eve. For the greater good of the collective, information be ready, sure. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, so I shoveled these pretty good while I was listening to you. Let's see what Spirit has to say. All in the golden afternoon, inspiration, creative spark, imagination, and conception. So that must be all about dressing up for Halloween. Yeah. All in a golden afternoon. And the next card says, you are rare and free. Let's see. There are not many like you. There are not many like you. You are rare and free. Well, that's cool.
That is cool.
Okay. Oh, and this one is too. It's always tea time. Eternity, endless moments, repetition. Now that's some pretty fun, good Halloween messages.
That is a good message.
It is.
Speaking of that, do you have autumn there where you're at?
Yeah.
Like, do the trees turn colors?
Yeah, we've got yellow maple leaves on the ground right now, and I haven't really seen any red ones. Usually we got more red and orange color, but right now it's, well, 3 weeks ago we were in 90-degree weather,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
kind of
same
just
here.
blocked that over, and they're kind of catching up, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got yellow maple leaves everywhere right now. So
I might have to do a video of our colors here.
oh yeah, I would love that. That'd be wonderful. I
Hey,
like
pull
that.
one of your ET cards.
Oh, you want to do ET on Halloween?
Come on, I like those.
I know you do. I know you do. Okay, here. I just set these aside.
I love your hat, by the way. I'm jealous.
Thank you. I'm surprised. It is. I like it too. I like the feathers that's on it.
I might have to use this as a base and make it into something better.
Yeah, because isn't that leathery? Isn't your hat kind of leathery? It looks kind of
No, it's just an ordinary
vinyl.
No, I don't. It's just I don't know what it is. Hey, did you see on the news? Well, I don't know about news on the internet.
What's that?
They've come up with a fabric that looks like plastic but actually has metal.
Really?
Like a new form of metallic fabric that they can use now for,
blocking ET messages.
Oh, well, for whatever, but it's like a metallic. And I noticed that when it was up on the internet, it disappeared real quick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not? Of course.
I thought that was interesting, though.
Okay. What is there a question you want to ask, Lisa? Miss Lisa? Is there a question you want to ask Spirit about the ETs?
Yeah. In my after that, asked them what was that conveyance I was in.
What? I'm sorry. What?
That thing that was that when I had that image of being in an elevator type conveyance.
Okay.
I don't know how I would word the question.
But you're talking about your dream where you you went with them?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. And you was like you felt like you're in an elevator type holding spot?
Was I taken? I guess that's the question.
Well, that's a pendulum thing. Let's see what the cards tell you.
Okay. I'm afraid to ask.
Really? You're afraid to know if you're a
No,
tank?
I'm not. I'm just being
No, serious. Okay if you
goofy.
are. I just wouldn't,
No, no, I'm really not scared anymore. I don't.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe at one point I might have been scared, but
Yeah.
it is what it is, right? We can't stop it.
Me, I wasn't smart enough to be scared. Yeah. I'm just like, what? Okay. Spirit, Miss Lisa. Just wants to know if she was taken when she experienced that elevator containment thing. Can you give her some information, enlightenment about her experience, her extraterrestrial experience that had to do with some kind of elevator? It looked like an elevator. It was
Like I was in a hatch,
like
like
she was
a
in
hatch
a hat.
type of airlock, maybe thing of a jigger.
Oh, wow.
You know, when you see them on TV.
Yeah. Okay, Spirit. Miss
They're
Lisa.
pushing me out.
They pushed her out too, Spirit. Okay. Yeah. Well, at the bottom of the deck, it says ET Spirit Guide. You have one or more extraterrestrial guides. That's what it says.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what we got. Ah ha ha. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, ho, ho. Hybrid program. You are a genetic participant. That's what that was all about.
I'm old though. Why would they want?
Okay. Yeah, but
I'm old. I'm an old lady. I'm
yeah,
65.
yeah, you are. You know what? But they also they the normal MO and for you especially, or no, you just fit the MO. See, when people, but especially children, babies, when they are traumatized so badly, well, help comes in the form of extraterrestrials to help manage your trauma and guide you through it and get you through it. They do that because this was one of my things, I when I realized, well, my own abductions, and I asked Spirit because also because of the way that I learn, it doesn't fit the criteria how I should learn and the difficulty that I have in certain areas. And so I asked Spirit, did I have some kind of head trauma when I was so very little? And Spirit said, yes, I did. You know, so, but that's a theme. Once you really get into informing yourself and get knowledgeable about it, you'll learn that trauma, not just head traumas, but trauma
Trauma.
will bring them
Emotional
in.
trauma, yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter what age you are, they'll bring them in. But for yourself, you had such a horrific trauma as a baby. They've been with you your entire life.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So, okay, let me see if I can find that. There should be some more information about the hybrid program now that I've shut my mouth down.
So a book comes with those cards, Loretta?
Yeah, there's a book in the yeah, and then I ordered so every card should have a page. Be able to find it on a page. And I also ordered her other book. Now the woman that sells I should do this, the ET Experiencer Oracle deck. Her name is Tana Newberry. And
Yeah,
her
I've been I've
Her,
been to her website.
yeah, her website is tannanewberry.com. So that's pretty easy. And Misha Johnston helped her create these oracle cards. So, but Tana also wrote, I think at least 2 books, maybe more. But I did buy one of her other books, and they're not. Oh, here it is, hybrid program. And the books are not big; they're small and spendy, but well worth it. Okay, hybrid program. A hybrid child has DNA and energetic material of both humans and one or more extraterrestrial species. See, you had asked recently about that, if you were of 2 different varieties.
I did.
Yeah, and the answer is yes.
I think maybe I am.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the hybrid program is the name given to the extraterrestrial agenda of their creation. While the hybrid children card represents meeting a hybrid child, this card represents an involvement in the production of the hybrid children. Contact dreams relating to the hybrid program include various elements, including biological sampling and conception. Involvement in the hybrid program is one of the most predominant experiences within extraterrestrial contact phenomena. It's a large topic in ufology.
Interesting.
There you have that. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, that was fun.
It was. Actually, I had that. Remember, you pulled cards for me. We were just goofing around, and you did that super soldier thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I did some meditation on that, and I don't feel comfortable sharing it right now. But when next time we're together, I'll tell you. Like I had this thing pop up in my head, so and we'll talk about it because
Okay.
you're kind of like my ET therapist.
As I was thinking, therapist. Yeah.
I love you.
Next card. I love you too. Past life contactee. You've made direct contact in past lives. See,
that does not surprise me. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's been ongoing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Matter of fact, I contacted Susan Lynn, had that gal from the Rustic Ravens in South Carolina, and she told me an amazing story, and it so hit home. And then I did a drawing. I did a drawing of what I look like in the past life, and I had
really
interesting. Before I contacted her, I actually had a dream of myself in a body of water, and it wasn't a bad dream or anything. And I was that tawny-haired, green-eyed woman, and I'll show you the drawing at some point. And then I tell my daughter about it, and I said, "Look, this is who I used to be." She goes, "Well, that doesn't surprise me, Mom. You've got a sketchbook full of that person. You've been drawing that person your whole life."
That's amazing.
Like, it takes my daughter to
Yeah. Well, yeah, because we're so in it, we don't see it. That is so cool. Okay, you want me to read the past life contactee section?
Yes, please.
Okay. Yeah. Extraterrestrial contact can span over many lifetimes. If you subscribe to the belief of reincarnation or multiple lives, you may resonate with the idea of a soul contract which extends beyond your lifetime. The card confirms this may not be the first time you had awareness of an experiences with extraterrestrials. Your contract, your contact, that's a comma, your contact, and quite likely that of your soul families, likely stems far into the past. Some of your extraterrestrial memories can be from previous lifetimes. especially if you actually see yourself looking different in the memories. Your daughter is just telling you.
Oh my God.
Past life contactees may also exhibit a kind of resilience, aloofness, or comfort about their extraterrestrial experiences. So that's pretty cool.
And I do feel that way. That's interesting because I do feel that way.
Yeah.
Um,
Card number 3. Experiencer. You know we're not alone. You know we're not alone.
right.
We do know. Crazy, crazy. That was good.
My ears came
You're like
up.
so cute, especially with your ears. I think. I think everybody knows what an experiencer is, but she might have a page. Yeah, she's got a page on it. So I'll read this last one, okay? So I give
Okay.
you 3. Okay. Experiencer, whether you identify as a contactee or not, you may have experiences relating to the extraterrestrial phenomena. Experiencers include those who have had UFO sightings, seen orbs, visited a crop circle, had dream time communications, seen a cloud ship, witnessed fireballs in the sky, or watched a multi-dimensional being materialize and dematerialize in front of them. One experience can lead to many more and result in the end to making direct contact. Your openness and special abilities have likely played a role in your experiences. You may also be interested in media highlighting the subjects. Enjoy the show. So,
Right on.
yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. That was really good. Um, now, how you doing? Anything else you want to share or read on? Or
Nah,
is it
I think I'm good.
okay? I do too. I think we're good. We're a little over an hour, so I think we did pretty good. Do you want to close the vid down and um, end it by you know tell people about your channel? You talk about Mystical Traveler for a minute or so about the videos you put out.
Well, I'm just pretty much video vlogging. I guess it's vlogging about my experiences. This is all
Huh?
seems new, but it's not new. I don't know how to explain it other than that. I'm just realizing who I am in the world. At
You know,
65, I'm 65, and I'm just figuring out I'm a psychic artist. It's just really exciting because
that is
I,
cool.
yeah, I raised 2 kids and gave up art for a while, and now I'm back into it thanks to Bob Hickman and getting me going with psychism and all that stuff. And
That's so great.
yeah,
Love that.
so and
Yeah.
basically I just put out there what spirit tells me to put out there. And
Uh-huh.
there'll be more different various forms of content because you and I have talked, and I
Yeah.
have, you know, nature, technology, and
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
view things, and I watch Ancient Aliens, and you are into
Yeah,
that
I do
stuff,
too. Yeah.
and I the thing that they piss me off about is like everything. Oh, it's religion. No, everything is not religion. It's not. These could be communal fairgrounds. Why do we have to think it's religion? Because
Yeah.
religion just has been like brainwashed into our freaking minds.
Yeah.
And no, anyway, I got
Yeah.
stuff like that to
Yeah.
share, and yeah, I
Yeah.
got things
But
to say that I want
yeah,
to say.
I didn't really put together the video blogging, but when you said it, I thought, yeah, that's perfect
Right?
sense.
Like as I
Yeah.
get images in my mind, then I
Yeah.
share them and see.
Yeah.
A
Because you
lot of
got a
times
lot of,
it
yeah.
it it, it does validate what other tarot readers are
Uh-huh.
saying.
Yeah.
About the cycles and the energy. It's feminine energy. This that. So I'm just
Yeah.
putting it out there to see
Yeah.
if
It's really
anybody jives
good.
with what I'm saying.
Yeah. I love it. The Mystical Traveler. Check her out, people. Check her out.
Thanks, Loretta. I appreciate you.
Thank you. And
I appreciate your Heretic Hour. I really, really love it.
you know, I am really warming up to the Heretic Hour, and I think I'm hoping to step up the video. Maybe I can get up to putting 4 of them out a week. You know.
Yeah, I love because that's a big. You're taking on a big project there,
Yeah,
but I
it is.
love it. I
Yeah,
love what you're doing. I love the questions you ask,
yeah,
and then you use your thing, and I just think
yeah.
I'm enthralled.
I'm so glad because I do. So it's all been leading up to this, the Heretic Hour. Because Spirit's one, you know, the Heretic Hour, the Heretic Hour. You want me to do the Heretic Hour? Yes, do videos on the Heretic Hour. You know? And then I was kind of felt like I was falling off a little bit. And Spirit says the Bible. Read the Bible.
Bible.
I'll
That's
be
great.
there with
You know
you.
what? That's just like they told me. You have to read The Art of War.
Yeah. I listened to the first chapter because you had mentioned using that,
To get rid of men.
to repel, no, well, not that, but to repel the ones that, So, and I listened to it and I thought, I didn't get it. I didn't hear that part of it. But I have my own method, you know.
Right, right.
So, but it just didn't jive with me, is all, But I found it really interesting that you perceived it like that and you were able to utilize it like that. I thought that was cool.
Well,
But
the second one I think I say, we're at war. There's the Orion Syndicate, right? That's trying to oppress everything, keep humans. They're extraterrestrials. This is a war between good and bad.
well, yeah,
I
it is. It
I've
is.
chosen I have not chosen the dark side, Anakin.
No,
you know,
no, I'm not with the
I've
dark
chosen the
side.
light. So those words, even though they're profoundly old words, still apply. And if you really think about it, like in the chapter one,
Uh-huh.
when and if you watch The Last Kingdom, Uhtred uses those methods. So if you're few, you act like you're many.
Yeah,
If you're
yeah,
far away, you act like you're close.
yeah,
And there's
yeah,
just
yeah.
techniques. And in terms of like I've used it in my youth,
Uh-huh.
people I didn't want to date who just were pestering me.
Yeah.
So I'd either act like I was retarded or I was really, really rude.
I like that. I
you know,
like that
so
a
you can
lot.
take those principles of war and actually
Uh,
apply them to various forms of your life, and
yeah, okay. Yeah,
they're
see,
valid.
you turned the light on for me. Now I can see where you're coming from. Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
it's not. It's Spirit just said, it's this is the art of war. I mean, we're at war. I mean,
yeah,
I
we are.
don't. I wouldn't have thought of that.
Yeah,
Not me.
yeah.
They want me to read those words. So
Uh-huh.
the last time I didn't listen to Spirit, which was I married my ex-husband, and my life turned out horrible. So I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
doing that mistake again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
life is much, much better if you listen to
when you
spirit. When
follow
I follow
that
spirit,
inner
it's
voice.
much
Yeah.
better. Yeah, that's true. That's
So
absolutely true.
yeah,
Okay,
and
see, hmm?
yeah. Go ahead. No.
I'm just gonna close it. You got something else?
I was just going to say, sometimes when you get educated, it takes away your inner, that intuition.
Common sense?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
you
noticed
tend to
that.
walk away from it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, well, this has been wonderful. Thank you. Thank
Love
you.
you.
I
Yeah.
love you too. I'm so glad you did this. Viewers, please, both of us, check us out, like, subscribe. Love to have you. And so we're signing off for now. You be blessed.
Yeah. Blessings to all.
Godspeed
Bye bye.
until we meet again. Okay. Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you.